nobody expected this coming. Even myself, an ardent supporter of Murray, Andy Murray, never expected that he will be #1 in the era of the what Jimmy calls the landlord of SW19, Roger Federer, the 360 degrees. I call him Rafael Nadal, the tenacious Djokovic. Yeah. I mean, here is the man we call the crybaby. Jimmy, the crybaby, is #1 in the world, the best tennis player. How did it happen?
I think the tennis world right now, especially in the male circuit, has gone crazy. I mean, if you consider the fact that we had a huge number of upsets this season, at a point in time, Djokovic was 8,000 points and above, 8,000 more points above Andy Murray, and all of a sudden, Andy Murray is world #1. You could say maybe Djokovic capitulated, but you've got to give it to this man. He's shown that he's very, very tenacious. He's shown doggedness. He's shown determination. When on June 12th, he actually announced the fact that Ivan Lendl was coming back, I knew at that point in time that was the masterstroke he needed. I knew at that point in time something would give. I mean, this is somebody that would win more Grand Slams. We saw what happened when it was with Morello. She didn't do so much. She wasn't so impactful.
Can you take us through? If it's possible, if we can get the scoring system here, the ranking system, how it is done. Because at the point you are saying, here was Djokovic was about 3,000 points,
yes.
ahead.
Yes.
Who was 3,000 points ahead, and then that was after he defeated Murray at the French Open. Then that is it.
Essentially, the way the ranking system works is that the tournaments.
19 tournaments are taken the previous year.
4 Grand Slams, 8 mandatory ATP World Tour Masters. Then that's 1,000
tournament.
Then you also have the
500s.
Then the best 6 results are taken from this particular one. That means you could have you could participate in 8 or 9. Yeah. But the best results from 6 will be taken. That will add up to the points, total number of points.
To the top 5.
And the major thing that we need to know is the fact that when you win a particular slam, you have got to defend the next edition.
Yeah, but look at it now. If you win a slam, you have 2,000 points.
You have got 2,000 points. If you emerge as the finalist, that's you become second place. That's 1,200. If you emerge as any of the semi-finalists, you don't go beyond that. That's 720. That means third and fourth.
Yeah.
Masters 1,000. That's 1,000 points. Then the finalists get 750. Then 500 series, you don't get more than 500 points. 250 series, you only get 250 points. Now for Olympic gold, just like I said, the
last week gone, nothing is given.
Nothing is given. You can imagine if Andy Murray had gotten 2,000 or 1,500 points for himself, by now he would have been world #1. Because he won the other Olympic gold, he won this one, and it tells a lot about what Andy Murray had been able to do for himself. Because before then, nobody had been able to defend his or our own Olympic gold. So I mean, this is very, very good for.
But he's world #1 now. But we're saying the season ending. ATP Tour finals will take place in London. That if you win that round robin undefeated, you go with 2,000 points. 1,500 points.
Exactly.
So which means if Djokovic takes that,
Sabine was a world champion was world #1 for only 1 week.
Yeah.
So it's not really about the number of weeks. The major thing for me is the first Brit that has become world #1. You know, the likes of Greg Rosiske, Tim Emman. You can say a lot about what these guys have been able to achieve, but I think crucially, in this era where you still have Nadal playing, you still have Roger Federer playing. Djokovic. Forget the fact that they are not in the top 4 anymore, but at least they are looking around somewhere. For example, if Roger Federer comes in today, Roger Federer, because of the fact that he was only able to make it into 2 semi-finals, he will pick up 3 points and he will be able to get in top 4.
That is if he wins.
I mean, if he does win.
That not just if he wins.
If he's well conditioned.
That's what I'm saying. You are saying that look, if you have no points to to defend. Because let's assume you win the slam and have 2,000 points, and then the next, by the time you are defending that 2,000 points, it is off. You don't, if you not get to the semi-final, you can only get 720 points out of instead of getting the 2,000 points.
The larger implication is the fact that we will now have Murray and Djokovic. They will have a lot of points to defend next season. So it will be between the two of them and any other younger player that is able to, you know, come to the party. Maybe like a Wawrinka that is, I mean, that does well enough.
But even the Djokovic has left for 122 weeks. So when you are there, consistency matters. And then, like we say, he's the 26th player to get
for
there.
For 237 weeks, Roger Federer was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not something impossible. So if somebody can go 237, another person can do for 122 weeks. It means that, you know, it depends on when you get there. Yeah, but
1974.
He is 26 years.
29.
He's the 26th person to get there.
Yeah,
exactly. To get there. But
since 1973.
All right.